What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Ox Unbox, the St. Paddy's Day 2025, Part 6. Yes, another one. And like I said, Boston Scally, banger after banger after banger, baby. And they got that shillelagh coming soon. I didn't know how many episodes of this I was going to do when I first started, but man, it keeps going. Like I was telling somebody, it's a mini series now. But tonight really is what pops off the St. Paddy's season for me, because as you can see, I'm wearing my Scallywags Heritage Apparel Irish Rose gear. Tonight I'm going to see Dropkick Murphys live, and yes, stay tuned later on. I will be putting up some footage of that. So let the shenanigans begin. I got a couple cool things to unbox today. First up, traditionally, let's start it off with a drink. I wanted to show you guys how to do a baby Guinness, because the first hat I'm going to unbox actually is a Guinness merchandise cap I got for $10 on eBay. Dope cap, my size. Before you go on Guinness merchandise site and you want a Guinness merchandise cap, because I know those things are starting to get more popularity now after the BSC Guinness release. Check eBay first. Also, Nick Nefarious was saying check Poshmark as well. Poshmark got a lot of good stuff, Hannah's too. So definitely, like I said, great deal, $10, $16 shipped. That's the first thing I'm going to unbox. But I want to show you guys how to do a baby Guinness. And what a baby Guinness is going to be is Kahlua. It's a baby Guinness shot. Kahlua, and of course some Bailey's Irish cream. So what you do is open up that Kahlua, take the shot glass. You're going to fill the shot glass about 3/4 of the way. This is how we'll open this up today. About 3/4 of the way. Leave about as much room as you would leave, think like a Guinness, the head of a Guinness would be. You take a spoon, and then you take your Bailey's, and you're just gonna take the spoon. I got a bigger spoon, so I'm gonna do something else today too. Take the spoon, you take the Bailey's, pour it into the spoon, and then just let it slowly shift off that spoon, so that it goes, settles on the top. Just do a little bit more. Try to replicate that perfect 1-inch head that you would want on the proper pour of a Guinness. And there we go. And then you have your baby Guinness shot. Check that out right there, baby. The baby Guinness shot with the Kahlua and Bailey's. That is actually not a pint. That is a shot glass. Sláinte. Oh, and it's delicious too. So, leading off with that, I'm going to now unbox, or this is an unenvelope, this Guinness merchandise cap. And I got something else really cool and special that I'm going to unenvelope with it. So let's see what we got here. Let's take off the Scallywags Heritage. That's getting run tonight at the Dropkick show. Double envelope here. Don't know if there was any more of these for this cheap. But man, that's you really gotta love those finds, man, because I know this is a quality cap. I think John M. Miller, that cigar shop owner, who's on our pages, he got the same one from Facebook Marketplace, and the guy delivered it in person for him. And here it is. It's a patchwork, flat cap patchwork, embroidery, established 1759. A little bit flex, like a little bit flexy, like flex fit, 58 centimeters. And let's do a little Ed Franco and read out we got 50% wool, 50% polyester. There we go. Slip that on. And That is well worth, my friends, the $10. You know, I like to keep my lids a little bit low in the front. It feels comfortable. 58 centimeter, my style. And this is a nice patchwork. This is a nice patchwork. I mean, hell of a patchwork for $10. Let me tell you, feels nice. Sometimes those 100% wools itch a little bit for me. I'm not like allergic to wool. Sometimes, not all the time. That's why this 50/50 feels really good. So to go with this cap, Pinheads Pins, baby. Shout out to Pinheads Pins. You know what I got here. If you guys are active on all these pages, you know about Pinheads Pins. You know what I got here. Alright, Pinheads Pins. That's right, sir. Sent me a free sticker as well of the St. Patrick. The St. Patrick got the sticker and got the pin. The St. Patrick pin, taupe. That's going to go on this Guinness cap. And March is coming around. So every day I'm going to be sporting caps. Maybe even multiple caps per day. All right. So definitely going to put the St. Patrick on this Guinness cap. That's what I've chosen to do. All right. And now let's do something else in preparation. I know the other day I was talking about Paul Sellers putting up that the Highlands Dixon was going to go good with the Blarney Rose from BSC. So the Blarney Rose just got here, and the Highlands Dixon just got here. So there's the Dixon envelope. Another exciting feeling I know you guys get. And isn't it cool when it arrives with the Boston Scally on the same day? Has that ever happened to you guys? That's some cool shit. Not huge into Dixons though. Like I am a fan of the short sleeves because I like to wear them. I'm not a big flannel long sleeve guy, although I do wear some. You'll see me wearing some obviously, but the short sleeves I love it for the summertime. The short sleeve Dixons. This is actually only my 4th Dixon. So I'm not that Dixon crazy lunatic that some of y'all are. So this is my 4th Dixon. Take off my glasses. Yeah, that looks like it's going to look really good with that Blarney Rose. That Dixon. What I love about the Dixons, actually, is the button that actually button that you don't have to, you know, undo. You know what I'm saying with those buttons. This one actually has the buttons that you do have to undo. So, you know, those buttons that, you know, because those sometimes can rip off the thread and stuff like that. So I'm not going to really bitch and complain right now, but upon just opening it, I'm surprised that, look, it's even taking me time right now. I'm surprised that it wasn't what I'm used to. But also the other thing I love about the Dixons, you know, is that little slit in the pocket right above the Dixon, logo, that little slit where you could stick the sunglasses in, because I'm constantly sticking sunglasses in my shirts and bending over, and my sunglasses drop and you don't want them to crack. I'm a sunglass guy too. Right now I got on these Maui Jims. So again, my sunglasses, sometimes some in my collection, I have real expensive ones, and then some mediocre ones, and some low-level ones. All depends on the fit. This Dixon, I get extra larges in the Dixons, even though t-shirts I wear large. So let's button up this Dixon Highlands, which thanks to Paul Sellers. Like I said last time, I'm sending Paul the bill. I think this is going to be a great fit with the Blarney Rose, which I'm about to unbox for everybody. Before we unbox the Blarney Rose, let's grab a pint glass here. Let's grab that Boston Scally pint glass. And let's do a little black and tan. And I got in trouble when I mentioned the car bomb last time. Some guy was like, people of direct Irish heritage, they are going to be offended by that. But it's just, I apologize for that if anybody's offended, but it's so much a part of our bar culture here. Going to all the Irish bars in the Irish neighborhoods growing up, it was what it was. But I know that certain things have negative connotations that you don't want to really reference for people who have gone through some terrible things. But it was actually an Irish bartender with a brogue who introduced me to an Irish car bomb. And it was when I was working for JP Morgan Chase. I was down the financial district one day, and work got out early, about 12 o'clock. I was with my friend who worked for Chase too, Brendan, big redheaded Irish kid. Work got out early. We looked at each other and we were like, yeah, we're going to do the hop. Sorry, this is forged. I'm going to do, the reason why I'm doing, and I don't want to cut myself off there talking about my friend, but I'll continue with that. I'm going to do the hop first. Half the glass, get a nice head. Slow pour, tilt. So we looked at each other and we're like, what do we do now? And we looked over and we saw a bar down the financial district, and that was the end of that day. And if you haven't been down there, if you go to sports bars, all sports are playing. You go down there, you go into a bar, they got the stock market playing, right, all day long. Long story short, we wound up by Penn Station, 34th Street, because we were heading back home to Long Island. And if you guys don't know, the Blarney Stone, there was about 100 Blarney Stone Irish pubs in Manhattan, in New York City. And the one I used to go to was, I think, 8th Avenue and 34th, somewhere over there, across from the Garden, Madison Square Garden. So I used to go before and after games as well. Well, we stopped there on the way back that day. And this guy, I walked in with my friend, the big redhead, and this Irish bartender says right away that he knew that we were Irish. He's like, where are you guys from? We said Long Island. He's like, I'm sending you back to Long Island, 3 sheets to the wind. And he absolutely did that. And he introduced us to the Irish car bomb, and he's like, it's a beautiful thing we do. So that was my first experience with it. So I never thought of it being offensive like that, but I do understand that. But to every 100 positive things that come out of these groups, maybe one negative thing comes out of it. But the black and tan, now we got it half filled with hop. And now we're going to take that same spoon I have, turn the spoon upside down. And actually, I think I've done this before, but Pinhead Spins that I just mentioned, they put up this recipe as well. They put up kind of how to do it. And I'm going to take this forged Irish stout now, which a lot of people will contact me. Where'd you get that? It's just not easy to find. And we're going to pour it over that spoon slowly and just let it sift. Now, my preference is Guinness Extra Stout, foreign extra stout. And this is dripping now. My preference is Guinness foreign extra stout. But for the purpose of this, you want to use a can. You want to use the Guinness Drought or this forge, because you want the nitro. You want the nitro from the can. And so you have to have that nitro carbonation from the can for this. I'll have to do a little cleanup later. Got a little drippage. But looking good. There's your black and tan on, how good you can see it. It's got that smooth black and tan look. And today, let's chase something with the black and tan, all right? So I've shown you guys some whiskeys before, and I apologize if you just tuned in for the hat, because that's not what this is about. This is about just sharing a lot of different things. And I was sharing cigars too, and some guy came on and said, you don't share the label. Real cigar smokers don't share the label of their cigar. I think it was on Scally Cat Mafia or something. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Why? And these guys on Boston Scally Insider, they come on, they don't like selfies. So what do you want a page for where you're looking to see what somebody's hat looks like on their head, right? So let's take that shot glass I had the baby Guinness in. let's do some Quiet Man Irish whiskey. If you guys never seen the movie, The Duke, John Wayne, let's pour this out for the Duke. Little baby shot here. Great Irish whiskey here. Those movie things that I'm putting up, beginning in March, I'll put an Irish themed one up. I'll go all Irish themed ones for 17 days in March, then I'm going to stop. But Sláinte, really recommend that Quiet Man. Not only the whiskey, but the movie. And ta-da. Here we go. The exciting feeling. Just rip this one open. I don't even need my knife. Ordered it Friday, 11:58. I know another Long Islander out here got his, I think, Monday. He ordered it 11:56. And somehow I'm getting it Wednesday. I thought it was going to be Thursday, but it's Wednesday. Just take this off. And here we go. We got the Blarney Rose. Let me take my glasses off now. This is the longest episode. Well, 2 hats came in. A couple drinks had to be had. And we're really starting off the March shenanigans now. So, yeah, it's a little bit longer episode. And here is the Blarney Rose pin. Like I said, those memories of that Blarney Stone bar really influenced me to get this as well. I also like the colors of it. One thing that's standing out to me that I opened this, there's no shamrock on the back. And I guess that's because it's the Rose series. Yeah, then I think about it, the Irish Rose did not have a shamrock on the back. So, and there's the inside, looking like almost like the steel rose. But obviously based off the legend of the Blarney Stone. Looking at the shirt right now and the cap. It's not exact, but who the hell cares about exact? This is definitely the shirt with the cap. Big ups to Paul Sellers for that. And this is only my 4th rose. I got the Black Rose, I got the Valentine Rose, the Irish Rose, and now I got the Blarney Rose. And that shillelagh is going to get ordered. And also, if you haven't turned me off yet or fast forwarded to this part or whatever, I got 2 other things coming, 2 other hats coming that have a very special, story behind it, kind of. And I can't wait to put those hats up, make an unboxing for those hats. But they're not St. Patrick's hats, so that's going to be a sidestep. It's going to be a sidestep episode for those 2 caps. One of them is real special, and I can't freaking wait to unbox it. But Sláinte, Dropkick Murphys tonight. I'll be putting that up, and I will catch you guys soon. Later.